Now, here's a new song idea. I guess it'll be track 4. Okay, so as an adult with my own boat, I spent some time living in Terrebonne Parish in an RV with my little fishing vessel. That little flat bottom mud boat, right? And I get a thing for full moons. There's a joke in there somewhere. And this one full moon, it was cold. It was January. No, it was February. A February full moon in 2005. I hadn't been out in the bayous and the saltwater bayous down there, and since I was a teenager. And I got this wild hair up my butt to go see a place that I hadn't been to since I was a teenager. They call it Grand Pass. And originally Grand Pass was just a little canoe, Pedro, a flat bottom canoe. They call them pirogues down there, that fur trappers dug by hand with shovel, so that they could connecting 2 saltwater bayous, marshes. Well, it done growed up into this great big old waterway with every fish in the sea. I mean, if it's in the Gulf or elsewhere, you could find stuff in there my grandfather, Rulu, he hooked, I had to get a load of this, Rulu hooked a tarpon once. And he was fishing with this other man. And the tarpon jumps out the water. This is in Grand Pass. Jumps out the water, great big old 12 or 15-foot tarpon or something. And the other man got so scared it was a shark, he jumped out the boat and swam to the marshy, muddy, mud flat. He was so afraid when he saw that big old tarpon come out the water. Grand Pass. So I got a wild hair up my butt to go out there after dark. So I launched around 8 p.m. I really wanted not to catch anything. I just wanted an adventure. And I moseyed my way on in the dark in the full moon, all the way out to Grand Pass by myself. I remember I called my brother while standing up in the boat. And this great big old fish that I'd never heard before were breaking water around the boat, swimming around, even thunking underneath the boat. Because there's ridges under my boat, so the fin would go, the thunk, and the boat would go, funk in the water. My dog was all like, whoa, what's going on? He's a bigger than catfish. And I'm going like, hell yeah, let's call somebody. Whoosh. Hey, brother, what's going on? It was midnight when I was there. And I was making my way back. And I stopped. I was going to pretend to fish at this little oyster, because it was pretty much a straight shot. It wasn't hard to find my way there. But on the way back, I stopped at one of the old fishing holes that my grandfather used to cast lines at every once in a while. Not a very productive spot. Very small oyster bed, where sometimes redfish will feed. And I was sitting there in the dark, pitch black, no lights on my vessel. And I hear this motor coming. Somebody coming down the bayou. I'm like, should I kick on my light? I'm not seeing any light from him. He's coming around the bend. I see a silhouette coming. Is this man on the boat going in the dark with no light on, standing up in his boat. I'm kicked back in mine, I'm like, all right then, I ain't gonna turn my lights on if you're riding with your lights off all the winded bayou with your lights off. And I realized at that point, I ain't the only guy that got what some people would consider special skills, because I didn't flinch and he didn't flinch. And as he drove by, he's like, I was like, peace, brother. I'm glad I'm not the only one that ain't a scaredy cat. Enjoy your fear.